Today we'll be checking back in with Cardano's ADA Coin. We're going to perform some technical analysis and make some predictions on where we can expect to see the price of ADA go in the near future. Let's get into it. How's it going, guys? Ryan here and welcome back to another crypto video. Once again taking a look at the ADA coin, which sits on Cardano's blockchain. We're going to be using various indicators such as moving averages, such as MACD, such as RSI, in order to predict the price direction we can expect to see for this coin in the near future. As you can briefly see on the screen already, it has been having an absolutely stellar run, so I'm very excited to take a look and see what has transpired over the past week or so. But before we get into that, guys, please remember to leave a thumbs up if you do enjoy today's video and subscribe and turn on those bell notifications if you want to see more of this sort of content. We cover crypto, stocks, investing and wealth management. I'd also love to know your thoughts on Cardano and the ADA coin down in the comments section of today's video. But without any further ado, let's jump in the computer and start today's analysis. As you can see, things are looking a little bit different today from a software perspective. We're using TradingView now in full instead of going through CoinSpot, so hopefully this looks a bit better. As well as that, we're also starting to look at cryptos in US dollars, so that should standardize it a bit more for all the international viewers, as the USD is sort of the standard amount that is used. But let's take a look at ADA, and as you can see, it has had an absolutely stellar run. Even zooming out, you can see we hit today brand spanking new all-time highs for this coin, so very, very exciting stuff. You can see today we have peaked at about $3.10 US, so that is something which has really excited me and has really excited a lot of the crypto community, particularly people who actually hold ADA. So let's just chuck in a few baseline factors. The first of which is, let's just chuck in a nice little point of support right here, which we saw a bounce off previously, and that's currently sitting at roughly about $2.48. And just for those of you who are listening along as well, the price is currently sitting at $3.02 roughly. So that's pretty good stuff. So we got our support point in there, and I think, being fair, based on just what has happened over the past few weeks, we have another support point, and that's sitting at about $2.71. So I'm going to chuck that one in there and zoom in so we can really see what's going on. The thing is, now we're in blue sky territory. This is territory that is uncharted, and as a result of that, we need to basically have a good look and make educated decisions to the best of our ability based on what the indicators are showing us, as opposed to looking back at historical points of resistance for where we could be going next. So obviously, where can we put probably another point of resistance? I just want to start marking these ones out, make it very, very clear. And you can see we have another point of resistance here at $2.90, which was almost where the peak was, but you can see it's tested that point on numerous occasions since we managed to hit it in the previous week or so, but now it has broken through that. So this now will be really telling. What we're aiming to see is a close above this $2.95 point of resistance, and then we want to see the next day follow and stay above this point here. If it stays above this point of support, which it would act as, then that is bullish, and we're going to be seeing potentially another run. How do we predict the size of our next run? Well, I tend to look at the previous runs and then base it off there. So if we're looking, for instance, right here at this run, which started on the 18th of August, and then it went up and stalled at probably about the 19th of August, and it went all the way up to $2.46 from $1.87. If we put something like this in place, we can basically grab that and use it. See, okay, did that apply for the last scenario? Yes, it actually did basically apply, the same sort of size. So that means for this run, we can grab that exact same length and have a look to see where we could be going. And it looks like, based on where we've started, I'm going to put it right at the bottom one there, we could be aiming now for a price target roughly up here. And that is sitting, if everything wants to, you know, move out of my way, that'd be fantastic. That's sitting at roughly $3.29, $3.30 per ADA coin, which is huge. It would obviously be a new all-time high breaking today's, but it is a potential point we can go based on those factors. History tends to repeat itself. As you can see, when we go back into the past here, the jumps every time that ADA went up are all relatively of the same size and same scale until we started to stall a bit. Then it continued, and it was almost a stepping stone like pattern, or like stairs effectively, and we're climbing. And you can see obviously we've had a brief period of consolidation now since we had a big climb, but it looks like now it's starting again, and it's going to be in that similar sort of manner, stepping stone like this. It's never going to be a straight line up. It'll be something in that respect. So up, pull back a bit, up, if the bull run does continue. And the overall crypto market looks like it's heating up, altcoins especially, really exciting stuff. So the target for us is that $3.30 mark. I'll chuck in just for us up here a nice little indicator as to where that exactly is. Now let's bring in a few more different indicators. The first ones are going to be obviously our moving averages, and these will really be, I suppose, support points more than anything. Now chucking in our 20-day right there, following that up with a medium-term moving average, which will be the 50-day. I'll make that run red so it's just a bit more visible. Then finally the long-term moving average sitting at 200, and you can see that's right at the bottom. Now really not much is going to happen with these at this point in time. This 20-day moving average will move up hopefully to this point of $2.71 odd cents, and then hopefully if we continue moving up to the next point of support, and it will further strengthen the support. So it's moving up. There's nothing we can really establish from these indicators now, so we don't need to worry about them too much. So let's just, I suppose, remove those for now. Don't really need to see them. What is that? Close the window. Let's bring in a fresh indicator. MACD, how are we looking from that perspective? And having a look at it now, we actually crossed below the orange line. And that basically means for us crossing below that orange line, we're about to reverse and we're about to go down, but we are now seeing a bit of momentum coming back and the price going up, which is looking like, if you can see right here, we are going to cross back over. We're going to converge again. You can see it almost looks like the little red peak has occurred, and we're going to go back into the green again. And if we have a run like we did last time, which is something like this, whoa, absolutely huge, then we could be, you know, going to the moon effectively. But yeah, I don't like to say those things because at this point in time, we're so high up at the moment already. I really do think there needs to be some consolidation occurring. In saying that, it's certainly indicating that getting to this $3.30 mark is absolutely on the cards, and it's further reinforcing that story for us. So really good stuff there. Let's bring in as well our final indicator for today, which is, I'm in the wrong tab, the relative strength index. Let's have a look at that one there. RSI, chuck that one on. You can see that we were clearly very overbought above that 70 point, but we came back down after a period of consolidation. We're still just barely sitting in there. We're sitting at, oh actually no, it's just crossed above now. We're seeing an RSI of 70.07. So technically we are now out of the band into the overbought range. But as we've seen with so many cryptos, and as we've seen with this run as well, we can stay in the overbought section for quite some time. So looking back, you can see we've had previous runs where we've had this one from basically the 4th of February 2021, and then the first point at which it dipped below that point was the 23rd of February 2021. Weeks. We can literally be above this band for weeks, and the fact that, you know, this has occurred just recently and we've gone back in and we're coming back up indicates that it could happen again. But overall, we are looking good. My price prediction for today's video is obviously that $3.30 mark for ADA. Cardano is an absolutely fantastic ecosystem, and it is backed up by obviously the fantastic price action that we are seeing right now. It's reflected in the fantastic price action, I should say. So I think we're moving up. I think we could see a test of this support point. If it holds up, we will be moving forward to that $3.30 mark. I'd love to know your thoughts on where you think ADA is going down in the comments section below. Do you believe in the coin? Do you believe in the ecosystem that Cardano is creating? Let us know down below. But of course, if you did enjoy today's video, remember to leave a like. And if you want to see more of this sort of content, hit subscribe and turn on those bell notifications. We cover crypto, stocks, investing, and wealth management. But I'll leave it there for today, guys. I hope you have an awesome day. I'll see you next time. Cheers.